Haven't made a video in a couple of days. I promised a video on a job I was going to go do for a buddy of mine. Yeah, I promised you a video. I was going to go do a job for a buddy of mine whose wife was sick and he couldn't get to it. I went and did the job. It was nothing. He was all worried about this hillside and going over the hill. Hell, it wasn't nothing. I had the job done, was home by 12:30, and the tractor boom broke. And I had to go back to his garage and weld it and come back and finish the job. I was still home by 12:30. Yeah, I had this radio on all night, watching the time. Hella. Break. I can't whistle. Break. Yeah, what's that swinging? About 10 watts. Hella. I put a new battery in it. I don't think that microphone's ever had a battery in it before. I'm gonna take this in, and I got the needles working on my 142. I'm gonna take this in and try to get the needles working. If not, I got a new set here I bought. They're here somewhere in a box. They were like $60, but heck, when I took that 142 apart, it was nothing to just turn that little thing of hair and it broke right loose. Seems to be working perfect. Still got the same wattage in that it had. That I remember, I had all my radios set like at 5.5 watts. I kind of messed up this front. Trying to clean it, I took off some of the... So I stopped and I didn't clean nothing else. I'm looking at these... I can see through all this and find my eBay. There we go. They have these stick-on things, decals you put on. Well, you can get them decals in all kinds of different designs. And one of them is a black front, or a whole black radio with flames. And that may seem weird to some people, but when your last name is Flame, even though it isn't spelled F-L-A-M-E, it's pronounced Flame. So having flames on my radio, I think, would be a good thing. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. I couldn't find any in stock, but if you read about them stickers, them decals, you don't want an old set. The longer you keep them around, they shrink up and they don't fit the radio right. So you order them and they make them right and send them to you, so they're brand new. So I'm going to message them and try to get a set of the flame ones. I don't know if I'm going to put flames on the speakers or just black. I haven't decided yet. Me and a buddy used to do things in wood. If he wasn't sick, we'd build a whole new case for this radio. I see where you can buy them covers, new covers, but they only want $350. And they're not really that nice. They just say Cobra on them, and they're lighter wood with, what do you call the dovetail, like they put in old dresser drawers. If you go on eBay and type it in, you'll see that they sell new covers for the speaker and the radio, different style. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to put the decals on it, get them meters working. Rest of it seems okay. I had it on all night. 206. So the clock's been working since 9 o'clock last night. And you can see it's actually 5:01, but that could have changed in the atmosphere overnight. it'll change from day and night. Skip was rolling like crazy last night, then it completely disappeared and got so quiet, I forgot left the radio on all night. Which is really not a good thing for these 2000s because they're hot. These radios run hot. Well, that's where I'm at on my next radio. I was posting, I was at 142 I was working on. I got it done. This is actually the microphone that was on that 142. Since it has a new battery on it, I just stuck it on here. This is actually the microphone for this radio. That bar broke off. Just lucky I have a couple of these tubes with that piece on I need down here on the bottom. I gotta take these two screws out and change this little piece of metal. You see what broke off of there? I was half tempted. I always wanted to cut one of them microphones down short and just key it with this. You have the microphone right here. I have a tube. I have 2 or 3 of those tubes. I might just experiment one. I even have a couple of tops. But that I don't have no bottoms that have the key on it. I have the older gray bottoms, but only had the, the original ones just had the side key. Yeah, that's about where I'm at with my radio stuff. I did get my test center a little nicer, so I can check these things. I'm getting set up here with power supplies, and I got so many mobile kickers to check. I think I'm just going to mount a mobile radio up under here, wired up to a power supply. So I got room to work on the table. I don't have to bring in a base. And I'm going to mess with these kickers. This is what's called a blabbermouth. This ran off your modulation. You'd key up about 10 watts and it'd swing to about 40. And it's weird. Look, the gauges. The red's faded now over time, but it's setting on -20. Zero's up here in the middle. And this is +3 over here. And I don't know how it works, but if I rub my finger over across the front, look at it. Must be the static electricity, huh? And then that meter will slowly get down to 0, or -20. I've used this years ago. I can't remember how that gauge worked. To tell you the truth, I always just watched my power meter on my Dosy meters. I'm having terrible luck with them. Out of 5 of them meters so far, 4 of them don't work, and I haven't tested the 5th one. Or no, I got 1 that works out of 5, and I haven't tested one yet. That meter's working fine. I haven't tested this one yet. This one, everything works with the modulation test. Sometimes I can get it where I can set it, but it won't give me a reading. Other times it won't do nothing. This one over here, same thing. And I got another one over here, that black one over here. The whole knob to go from your settings won't move. It's broke. This one, it's a Firebird, I think this is called, but the gauge front fell off. So that don't work either. So all my gauges are junk. I don't know if you can send them back to Dosy and have those fixed, worked on or not. I don't know. But that's my plan on this 2000. Get it in there. Either get the meters working or the new ones in it. I forgot to show you them. They were in the cupboard in there. And pick what I'm going to... I might just make it a black front. Anything you see in this guy's store, the Eagles or the Kellers or they're sort of a flame deal, but That's a skull. I don't really want that. But he can make that for any of them radios. And I have a 148 FGTL too that I thought, oops, while I was at it, I'd make it match. And a flag one, camo. That's sort of like the flame deal. That's odd. With a name like Flame, you'd think I'd have cars with flames on them, or I'd have flames somewhere here. I don't have. As a kid, my nickname was Fire, but other than that, I never played off of my name. I don't know why. My son got flame tattoos and stuff, but I don't know why. I never played off the name, I guess. For years, if I was writing and I went to write the word flame, I would spell it like my name instead of F-L-A-M-E. I would spell it A-I-M. Everybody's like, you spelled flame wrong. I'm like, shit, I'm spelling it like my name. Alright, I'm going to get the hell off of here. And like I said, I'm sorry that video didn't turn out on my job I was going to. Hell, it wasn't worth anything worth showing. Really. I think that my buddy was just upset being his wife was in the hospital and that, and he had a job he needed to get done. He had the homeowners all worried they were videotaping me doing it, so that in case I went over the hill, I guess. But she was supposed to send me the video, but she never did. All right, well, hopefully next time we see this radio, it'll be a little bit cleaner and the gauges will be working. That'll be 2 of them done, 4 more to go. Now I know the bottom one and the top one work. The middle one, I plugged it in once and everything worked. I plugged it in that next to the bottom 2000. I plugged it in and it worked. Next time I plugged it in, the top numbers, all the freak counters didn't light up. All the numbers across the whole top, like that 7 would be a 1, that 8 wouldn't be right, that 5 wouldn't have the top. And I kept turning it on and off, but it never did come back. And it worked, and then the next time the same time that gauge messed up, I could key the mic and sometimes it would talk, sometimes it wouldn't. So it's got to go to the doctor, I guess. All right, we'll see how these turn out. Like I said, I just want to jump in there and make a video. It's been 3 or 4 days. I was making one every day. I'm one person away from having 250 subscribers. Subscribers. So hey, somebody out there, subscribe. You can be my number 250. All right, everybody, have a good one. We'll catch you on the next one. Maybe something more interesting. Thank God we got a new president, huh? Happy, happy days. I'm so happy to see that. But a prediction. They still got time to get Joe out of there, put her in, and make her the first woman president. That's my prediction. We'll see what happens. All right, everybody have a good one. We'll catch you on the next one. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.